We moved into a quiet suburban neighborhood thinking we'd finally found peace. Big yard, lakeside breeze, great neighbors, except for the self-appointed HOA president, Karen, and her little gang of wannabe enforcers who called themselves the HOA Compliance Patrol. Let me be crystal clear. There was no real HOA in our area. The original association was dissolved over a decade ago, but Karen, in all her clipboard glory, decided to reform it without legal authority. She printed her own rules, collected dues from the gullible, and even handed out fines with receipts signed utterly enforcement. Most of us ignored her nonsense until it got violent. One summer afternoon, my 17-year-old son Jake was doing his weekly chore, mowing our front yard while wearing earbuds. We were both outside, me in the garage working on my truck. I turned away for a second, just long enough for things to go sideways. Suddenly, I heard shouting. Then the mower stopped. I ran out to see two men in navy blue polo shirts with HOA Patrol screen printed on the back dragging my son off our lawn. One had him by the arm, the other was waving around a laminated card that looked like a badge you'd get from a costume store. Your son's in violation of HOA Rule 22, improper lawn care tools and noise after 4 p.m. He's being detained. Detained? I was stunned for a second, then snapped. Let go of my kid, right now. They tried to talk over me, said they had authority, said they'd called the HOA station. I started recording. That's when Jake finally said something that turned the whole thing upside down. You guys are seriously done. My dad's recording and my godfather's the police chief. I made one call. Chief Ramirez picked up on the first ring. When he heard what happened, he paused and calmly said, "Don't move. I'm sending a real unit. Let's have some fun." 15 minutes later, two unmarked cruisers and one fully marked police SUV rolled up. Blue lights, full uniform, no nonsense. The fake HOA cops suddenly didn't look so tough. They tried to explain it was a misunderstanding, that they were private security, but their badges, fake, their IDs, printed at home, the HOA rulebook, typed in Microsoft Word with spelling errors. Chief Ramirez stepped out, walked up to Jake, gave him a fist bump, then turned to the man and said, "You just put hands on a minor, on private property, while impersonating law enforcement. You're under arrest." The look on Karen's face, yes, she had followed them to supervise, was priceless. She tried to intervene, but was quickly told, "You're not in any official position. You've created a fake HOA. That's fraud." Neither had licenses. They had been trespassing on multiple properties in the neighborhood for months, issuing citations and even collecting fees. After that day, Karen was charged with conspiracy and fraud. The fake officers were booked for assault, impersonating law enforcement, and unlawful detainment of a minor. Residents came forward with dozens of complaints, and a civil lawsuit is now pending. The police department issued a public warning against any impersonation of HOA or law enforcement authority. As for Jake, he got an apology from the mayor, a tour of the real police department, and a quiet little scholarship donation from the county. And me? I mounted a brand new sign on my lawn. Private property protected by Constitution, cameras, and a very real police chief.